conduct an interview to a teacher, a parent, and a school vendor. So, let's get started.
Good morning, Miss Marit. I'm Ma'am Marites Aluhabil.
Good morning.
We would like to interview you, Ma'am, as a teacher or a teacher in here in your school, Ma'am. And I will be asking you 5 questions lang po. And my first question, Ma'am, is what inspired you to pursue teaching as your profession?
At first, teaching was not my choice. It was my mother actually asked me if I could pursue professional education. At that time, I was still working in a business organization. I didn't realize that teaching was my calling. It was only then I knew when I was a teacher already that I saw that this is my calling because I enjoyed doing it. I love teaching. And you will discover your calling once you're there. But, well, good for some. They already know what's their calling. But in my case, it took some time.
That's a very heartwarming answer, Ma'am. And for the second question, Ma'am, is what is the biggest challenge you face in the classroom?
The biggest challenge, it will actually differ on what institution where you belong. When I started teaching in private school, there were challenges in terms of how to handle students when it comes to misbehavior, and the culture is also different. I would say that it may vary, but the biggest challenge probably is students with behavior, I should say, who are misbehaving. When they misbehave and you don't know what to do if you don't have any experience yet as a teacher, that my first experience was in a private school. I have one student actually who was misbehaving, and it was like something that I have to do something or address to it because she was actually talking back at me. Yes. So I consider it as something very disrespectful, but I maintained my composure. I said I have to have this command since I am the manager of the school, I am the teacher. But I was able to handle it in a way. But as a newbie, as a rookie during that year, I realized that I could have done better.
You always, like, in every child, there's a different behavior that you will handle, different types of students. They have this kind of behavior, Ma'am, na we can know kuan good siya, ang ban kay lalaki, Ma'am, uban kay lalaki. Like, you really have to stand on
your ground.
Yes, na kuan as an educator yun. For the third question, Ma'am, is can you share a success story or memorable teaching experience?
A lot of them. The most memorable, I think, when I was assigned at Tumpago National High School, the learners were different compared to the learners when I was working in a private school. These learners really belong to the marginalized, and the challenge was that and how to motivate them to go to school. They have no food to eat, no allowance at all. Their parents are actually like no work. They have no work, unemployed parents. And how can I encourage these students to come to school and be motivated to learn? And I realized that this is one thing that I have to work on. Even simple prayers they don't know because their parents are actually not educated. But as time goes by, I learned how to manage. I learned how to get their sympathy, and also I learned how to motivate them one way or the other. When they go to school, they have no food to eat, so sometimes I spare a little bit of what I can, and I realized that really teaching is not just a vocation, but it is a mission. When you say vocation, at the same time, it's correlated to a mission. Once you motivate and inspire them to really pursue learning, then you as a teacher will feel satisfied, and it's like an achievement.
And for the fourth, Ma'am, is how do professional development programs help you improve as a teacher?
For a teacher or an educator, you really need to learn more. Aim high. In my case, I just finished my master's in business organization this year. And after that, now I'm taking up special education. I never stop learning because you are actually imparting knowledge to students. And learning is a continuous process. It may not be a formal education. You can actually learn through reading. That is an informal way of learning. But enrolling yourself to a degree, another degree, a higher education, will elevate your teaching skills as well. The more you learn, the better you impart knowledge to your students.
Okay, ma'am. And for the last question, ma'am, is what message would you like to give to future teachers?
For future teachers like you, never stop learning. Always have the passion in teaching because there will be times that you feel tired. There will be times that your students may discourage you because of their behavior. But always focus on that goal, and that is to inspire these students because one day they will replace us and they will be the future generation. So you as a person right now, think of what legacy you can impart to your learners and never stop learning.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that message and also answering our questions for our documentary project, ma'am. And it is nice to having a conversation with you, ma'am, with regarding to our questions that are really important for us educators. We should be like this, and we should also. It also gives us a great impact in our lives, even though it's just a simple answer. But it was good, ma'am. It was very good to hear from us.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Morning, ate. Ako din si Jelly Ibardo from COE2, Section 11. And karon mag-interview mi sa mate regarding sa parents, ilang mag-question ko about sa inyo sa mga parents, sa inyong pag-discuss sa mga anak. Then, ang first na ko na question natin is, unsa ang mga pamaagi nga imong masuportahan ng imong anak sa pag-eskwela?
First is priority jud ang kuan ang financial. Ay mo man yun na ang need, like kanang baon, labi nag-commute. So wala na siya. Financial support.
Sige, so sa pangkaduha na mga pangutana kay unsay mga lisod nga imong naagian sa pagpaeskwela sa imong anak?
Ang lisod kanang moabutay ng ting exam. Kaya di ba mo man ang magbayad na din sa tuition. Financial gyapon ang lisod. Mo na.
Dayon sa last na mga pangutana kay unsay pong mahatag na advice sa uban parents kung nga nagpaeskwela silang mga anak?
Ang advice na ko sa uban parents kay kuan suportahi lang yun ang inyong mga anak sa ilang gusto. Kay ang uban labihan ng kung dili ganan ang anak ay ganan sa parents pero dili ganan ang anak, diyan na rin magsugod ang rebelde. Like diyan na rin ganag eskwela kay dili ganan ang anak. Kung unsay gusto sa anak, suportahi lang ninyo kay labi nang makita nimo nga maayo siya sa education. Suportahi mo na kung ingon lang advice lang ako sa ila is suportahi lang yun ang inyo.
Sige, thank you kayo ate sa
Okay.
pag-answer sa among questions.
Well,
Nano, gipili na niyo mga work day, like kanang dili ka magbaligya sa food school. Tapos na ba yung mga instances nga kanang may mga estudyante nga nagreklamo about sa baligya or sa prices. Tapos yun na ninyo pag-handle ang kuan po kanang mga estudyante nga dahil nag-practice na. Okay, anak, sir? Sige, sige. Start na kami ha.